Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your buddy Keith. We're here live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios just outside London in England. And today I've got one of my all-time favorite guitars to share with you. If you're new to the channel, click like, click subscribe. You're going to see all sorts of really cool guitars from all around the world that we get here through the halls of Essex Recording Studios. And we share them up close and in person with you each and every day, as if you were holding them in your very own hands, so that you get a good idea of what these models are like, what the distinct features are, what real ones look like versus fake ones, and the condition of what good examples should be. And if you want to buy these guitars, they're all for sale on our website, EssexRecordingStudios.com, hosted by our good buddies, Reverb.com. So just head on over there, have a little look-see, and get in touch if you want it. You can always chat with me on Facebook, Essex Recording Studios, or on Instagram, at Essex Recording Studios. So, let's talk about this model. Straight away, you'll notice the alien crop circle inlays. Totally awesome. Very unique to the Roswell Rhoads model. You can read a bunch of information about these guitars on the Music Zoo website. Just Google Jackson Roswell Rhoads Music Zoo, and you'll see a wealth of information. Also, on one of the videos we have on the channel, the guy that invented this guitar and developed it with Jackson actually commented about it, which was really cool that he hunted down my video and bothered to take the time to chat. This is my favorite finish out of the three that you can find: aluminum, black wood, and then the metallic, deep sapphire, metallic blue sparkle. I think it's the most appropriate. It kind of has that space age look to this. I call it the Star Trek guitar. It looks like the Star Trek logo, doesn't it? If you think of Next Generation, what they had on their uniforms, I think that's like the little thing that they would tap with their finger and click to communicate. And the headstock kind of looks like the Enterprise or something. The Jackson logo, very cool, unique to this model, and yeah, it's killer. Comes with the original case. This is the original Japanese case, and has the original owner's manual, which, if we open this up, got the Fort Worth, Texas address, which would have been used for all of the Japanese guitars. And here we go. Model Roswell, colored teal, dark blue, metallic flake. There's your serial number, which is still on the back, by the way. They use stickers for these. I think the only Japanese models to get the J, kind of like the custom shop style serial number. Dealer was Total Entertainment, and sold, so this must have been new old stock, sold February 2nd, 2002. 222. Must be lucky. 5 p.m. Wow. Very specific. Someone got rid of the cheapo Duncan design pickup and put this custom pickup in with this reflective gold cover. Awesome. And interestingly, there is a custom backplate for a relocation, if you want it, of the input jack. So, doesn't look like it's ever been used, but if you want, you have that capability. Now let me just go ahead and put this down right here. And very gently, we'll put the guitar down on its case. Alright, so straight away, you'll note that the body is covered, the whole thing, with this beautiful finish. It looks great. There's your serial number. Often missing on these guitars. Yeah, you can see the J. There we go. It's like J013627. Looks like that. It's written on the document as well. These gold strap locks are aftermarket. It looks like the guy liked gold because these are gold, the cover's gold, and the custom backplate is gold in case you don't want to use the input jack here. Cool. String through. Come on, let's get in focus, guys. Get in focus. String through construction. A lot of resonance out of this. Super lightweight guitar, by the way, guys. Very lightweight body. It's poplar. Poplar. I don't know how you pronounce that. Doesn't come up in conversation very often. I call it poplar. But very, very, very lightweight in contrast to the aluminum guitar, which is quite heavy and cold and just feels entirely different. Yeah, very sleek looking guitar. Oh, another thing to note too. It actually kind of has like a little angle here. You'll see like a little line. It kind of bends down a little bit on the body. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. Kind of right there. So they all do that. I don't know why they have that little contour line, but they do. Here's the tips. They look good. Looks like there's a little bit of a touch-up right there, which is very common. Looks great there. I noticed a couple little tiny marks. One right there. One right there. But, I mean, give me a break, guys. You're talking about a 20-year-old guitar. I think there's some little bit of a, kind of like a scratch in the lacquer right around there. A little mark right there. Just being very thorough. I think most people understand what a very good condition 20-year-old guitar looks like and that this meets the criteria. But sometimes you get crazy people who freak out if there's even a tiny little mark. And, you know, I feel for those people because I used to be one of them. My first ever guitar was a Jackson Performer PS4 with a blue flame top. And I loved that thing. And one day I was in middle school in jazz band with my guitar and had to wear a belt and a collared polo shirt to jazz band. And I forgot to take my belt off. And I had little buckle scratches just in the clear coat, just in the lacquer, you know, not chips or chunks out of it, but just these scratches. And man, you know, I felt like my girlfriend just had acid thrown on her face. I freaked out and I had to go home early and I was like a mess. Inconsolable. Ridiculous. I know. But that was like the most precious thing ever to me. My most prized possession. And yeah. It's not very rock and roll at all to think that way and be that pedantic and crazy about your stuff. It's alright, man. You know, it's life. We all get our little bumps and bruises and battle scars in life, and so do our instruments. And if you're a serious musician, touring the world, gigging all the time, you're going to get a lot of battle scars because there's so many people touching your instruments that aren't you, and they're going to bump into things. That guitar tech isn't going to have a nice, smooth surface to restring your guitar on one day. He's just going to put it on a rough wood bench, and it's going to get a ding in the lacquer. You know, you're going to have your rock star uniform you're wearing, and it's going to have all sorts of zippers and chains and things that are going to scratch. So it happens, right? No big deal. Cool. Looks like the screw is kind of gold, too, that matches the cover. Can't tell if it's... Yeah, it's not rust. It is gold colored. Cool. This one looks to have a little bit of wear on that screw. Man, my phone does not want to focus today. Back to the rosewood fretboard. Totally stunning. Again, you've got these crop circle inlays. Amazing. This is the rarest finish. I think the black Pro models is what they call these, the Roswell Pro. Black is the most common. And I never saw one of these deep blue sparkles until I came out to the UK and saw one. And ever since, just fell in love with them. I buy every one I could find. I found one in Italy at a guitar shop. I've had a few of these. And we've sold to some really cool people. The aluminum one went out to Canada. We had, I think, a black one went to Google headquarters in Mountain View, California, which is totally nuts. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he bought a black one. I have to try and convince him to get one of these, because you gotta have two. You gotta have both colors for the Pro. And I've got a couple here at the studio. I love them. Great. Well, I'm going to get going, guys. It's super late at night. It's the first day of the new year. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2019, everybody that's made it. We have survived another year. You know, good for us. It's cause to celebrate. Not everyone makes it. But I'll try and knock out a few more videos. And other than that, we'll be back tomorrow. Stick around on the channel, though, guys, because lots of videos coming your way. Over 500 on here. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for joining the circle of friends and participating and contributing your knowledge on here. We got a lot of people throwing a lot of information around and educating a lot of us on the background stories and specs and everything else on these. Teaching me how to pronounce words like Kaler or Caler. Never pronounce that. Shaler, Scalar. And then for those that want to see something that's going to be cool tomorrow, it's upside down right now, but yes, I've got a real Fairchild 666 compressor there. Super, super rare. You can Google Fairchild compressors for all you guitar dudes that aren't familiar with recording and pro audio. They're the most expensive compressors in the world. The 600 and 670 models, those can be like 50 grand. And I'm going to ask a small fortune for that one, too. Michael Brower, famous producer, uses it for his browerizing technique. And Abbey Road Studios had one. It's believed, it's definitely used before the Beatles and believed to be used on the Beatles records. Motown Studios in Detroit used it. Just super famous compressor, 666. And cool model name, too, huh? It's pretty metal. Alrighty, guys, I'm Audi 5000. More cool videos coming your way right after this. Subscribe to the channel, hit us up on Facebook, give us a big fat like there, and follow on Instagram. Later, dudes.